This is the Slater Report podcast. Today's Tuesday, April 22nd. I'm your host, Braden Slater, and I got a full great show today. I was really just planning on talking about the NBA playoff, but I can't get away from college football. Never. So, let's jump right in. You saw that open segment? Well, I'll get to that league course in a second. He did announce his retirement. I'll get to that later on. But first, we got the NBA playoff to discuss. Yeah. Let's take a look at this. Oh, we got the Thunder versus the Grizzlies, Nuggets versus the Clippers, Lakers Warriors, Rockets Timberwolves, Cavs Hawks, Pacers Bucks, Knicks Pistons, and Celtics versus the Mavericks. Oh yeah, this is gonna be quite a playoff. We will remember. All right. Let's dive straight into the first round. All right, so here's the full picture. All right, so 6:30 tonight. Game 2, Thunder completely sweep the Grizzlies by 51 points in Game 1. Yep, Game 2 is going to be on TNT tonight. The Nuggets, I think the series of the first round is going to be Nuggets versus the Clippers. That one going to be must-see TV at NBA TV Thursday, 9 o'clock, Game 3. Clippers will be home this time. Game 1 went to overtime. Game 2 went back and forth. Jokic kind of blew the game for him at the end, and Clippers found a way to win. A good one tonight, Timberwolves. Timberwolves are going to be on the road again. Yeah, the Lakers are going to be home for Game 2. 9 o'clock on TNT tonight. Going to be a good one. Timberwolves are leading the series. And, the Warriors are beating the Rockets in this series. Yeah. 8:30 tomorrow will be Game 2, but if I were to guess who's going to move on, well, obviously the Thunder are going to completely sweep the Grizzlies. The rest of these games, I don't know. We'll see how the Lakers do tonight. They can respond. How the Rockets going to respond tonight. I really think that the Lakers and the Rockets will come back in the series and win it probably Game 5 or 6. But that Nuggets and Clippers, that is going to go down to Game 7. I don't know who's going to win that. I don't. Moving on to the East. Cavs and Heat. Yeah, tomorrow, 6:30. Game 2, NBA TV. Yeah, Cavs, I think, are definitely going to sweep the Heat. The Heat, maybe, we'll see how they do tomorrow. We'll see. And Game 2, the Pacers and the Bucks. I forgot to put Game 2 on there. Will be 6 o'clock tonight. NBA TV. Gonna be a pretty good game, I think. We'll see how the Bucks will respond. Game 2, yeah. So the Pacers will be home. We'll see how the Bucks can respond on the road again. It was not. I think the Pacers controlled the game majority of Game 1. We'll see how Game 2 goes on NBA TV, and then Thursday 6 o'clock. Game 3, Knicks and Pistons. This is another great one. It was last night. We had a great doubleheader last night on TNT. Knicks, Pistons. That one's going to be a matchup we want to watch for sure. Pistons will be hosting this time on Game 3. A series tied 1-1 Can't wait for Thursday. I'm looking forward to that one. That's going to be the game of the day, that day for sure. And Celtics, Magics. Well, we'll find out tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Game 2, the Magic can respond after the Celtics blowing them out in Game 1. Yeah, again, I got the Cavs, Celtics moving on here. I think the Pacers moving on. That Knicks and Pistons game series, I'm going back and forth on it. I don't know who is moving on in that, but that is going to be a really tough decision and really hard to guess who's going to win that series. All right, jump into some headlines. Starting off with Lee Corso's news, he is retiring from ESPN College Game Day and being on the set for ESPN and any other jobs. Starting August 30th for Week 1, this will end his career with the show that started in 1987. And I should have put down what are the games that could be going down. I have it there as Florida. I think it's Alabama at Florida. Hold on, I'm pulling it up right now. Yeah, Alabama at Florida. All right. That is where Lee Corso played. At Florida State. Alabama at Florida State. That's going to be a good one. Going LSU at Clemson is a possibility. LSU at Clemson. That's going to be a key matchup, but that has no history to it. And then Tennessee at Ohio State. Lee Corso's first mascot headgear was Ohio State. The Buckeyes. Will he do it again if they go there? Probably very likely. That would be a great way to start it in your career. Start it with picking the Buckeyes and end it with picking the Buckeyes. Just I hope he doesn't pick Texas. But also, I think go into Alabama, Florida State. I mean, even if he puts on Alabama. And then, I mean, he did pick Alabama a lot. He had fun. And Florida State, what a great way to honor the school you play for by picking Florida State. Although I think Alabama might win that game. But what a career for Lee Corso. Right here, you saw that opening video. Sorry, I'm putting it in right now. Yeah, you saw that opening video. Yeah, all the great memories he has. ESPN did say that there is no plan, and they do not want anyone to replace the headgear, but they said that they do have an idea in mind for what's gonna happen. For what's gonna replace kind of the headgear. I don't think it's gonna be the headgear thing, but they did say they have an idea in mind what they're gonna do. We'll just have to find out week 2 of what they're gonna do, and I'm sure that the week before week 0 and definitely week 1, we'll definitely see more of what ESPN has planned for Lee Corso, but it will pretty much be an honor show for Lee Corso. Alright, man, college football is changing some rules for some fake injuries. So under the new rule for fake injury that was approved, if medical personnel enters the field, so let's say that, okay, let's just read this thing. If a medical personnel enters the field to evaluate an injured player after the ball is spotted by the fishing crew for the next player, that player's team will be charged a timeout. If that team doesn't have any timeouts remaining, a 5-yard delay of game penalty will be assessed. So, let me briefly break this down to stop fake injury. Let's say that, the offense, let's say that the offense is moving down the field pretty fast. the officials, as soon as as soon as the official puts the ball down and the center touches the ball, that's pretty much when you say the next play is ready to go. And let's say that the defense has, by the time that ball goes down, the defensive player goes down, saying that he has an injury. And, medical staff has to go in the field. Doesn't matter if it's fake, looks fake or not, real or not. I mean, if it is real, I'm sure that if it's obviously a real injury, I doubt they'll get them charged out. But if it is not obvious and it is potentially fake, yeah, that's a delay of game because the offense is set. The offense is set. Now here's the thing. Here's a workaround. They can have a player go down before the play is set. That will stop it. Yeah, just as soon as the last play is down, just tell one of the players to remain down. That's one workaround, I guess. I don't know. We'll just have to see. I'll just have to wait and see how it goes down to see how it does. I don't know what to say about it. But, wow, that is crazy. Also, some big news. You saw it all last week. Nico Lament. I almost said Nico Harris. Yeah, I'll get to him in a minute. Nico Lamalima, UCLA. Well, it's not in talk anymore. I actually made this headline before. I wrote this headline down before. It actually is official now. He is now going to UCLA for less money. He was at Tennessee for $2.4 million. He wanted $4 million. Not gonna happen. So yeah, didn't show up to practice spring games. Interesting. Oregon head coach Dan Lanning notified Josh Heupel that he was talking to the other teams about wanting more money. So Josh Heupel immediately cut him when he heard it. And here's Josh Heupel's statement: "There is no one bigger than the power team, Tennessee, and that includes me. There's no other player." So he's saying, I agree with Josh Heupel with this statement. No one is bigger than the program, and that includes the head coach. It is a team sport, and I agree with that. And you're already getting $2.4 million, and you had an okay last season, and you want $4.1 million because of what Sister Bennett got at Miami. Okay, so anyway, he's transferring to UCLA for less money than 2.4. I think it's barely $1 million. Barely $1 million. Anyway, yeah, going there. And there's more to this. So you're probably wondering, what's the quarterback, starting quarterback at UCLA gonna do now? Is he gonna stay there and play the backup, or potentially win the starting spot, or enter the transfer portal? He goes to the transfer portal. Guess where he goes? Yeah, he transferred to Tennessee. So college football is now an NFL program now, a pro program now. Yeah, they basically did a trade. This is hilarious. This is hilarious. I gotta say, wow, just wow. So UCLA and Tennessee quarterbacks swap places. That's good. That is good stuff right there. That is good stuff. All right. Also, more trade for news in Oklahoma. They managed to grab Cal's running back, Jalen Oates. Yeah, he was a star in 2013 in the Pac-12. He did pretty good last year as well. He's one of the top running backs in the portal, going to OU. And also some big news for Oklahoma. Davy Stone was in the transfer portal, seeing what big money he can get in the NIL. He's gonna stay home with Oklahoma. I think he was thinking about going to Miami to going back home. But, oh yeah, Oklahoma fans, they broke loose, and he is pretty loyal to Oklahoma, so he has withdrawn his name, and he is going to stay at Oklahoma. So these are two big names, and two big statements by Oklahoma. Man, Oklahoma is back. We'll just see if it, I gotta say, Brett Venable does not have excuse this year. He's got a packed defense. His own, he's calling his own plays to defense. So, it will be his defense. He's got probably one of the best offensive coach minds in the game right now, in the SEC, with one of the best quarterbacks coming in, too, that knows the system. They did lose I don't remember the name, but a wide receiver broke his leg, I think. I'll look more into it later on. I'll give you more updates later on that as I find out more information on that. But other than that, the wide receiver was stacked. Staying pretty healthy. Added a great running back. I gotta say, Oklahoma is stacked this year. Probably gonna be one of the best offense and one of the best defense in the SEC. If OU does not make the playoffs, or is not, I'm not saying, I think OU will probably go to the playoff, but I gotta say, if OU is not in the running to go to the SEC championship game, something is wrong with Brett Venable. So Brett Venable's job is on the line, and I think it is pretty secure, but we'll have to see. Recruiting-wise, he's keeping his job, but how it goes to on the field and during games, we'll just have to wait and see. Also, college football video game 2026 is coming out June. No set date yet. We haven't seen any images or footage or whatsoever. This is the first little peek we've seen at what's coming. They're partnering with the band for the ultimate marching band competition. Joining forces. One college marching band has the opportunity to take the field and get in the game. The Division I winner of the Fort Hum, the band told competition, will not only get to record a college football video game theme song, but also record a song with the band and for future editions of college football. Incredible. And that means Sandstorm likely going to be in the game. Who's going to be playing Virginia Tech from here on out now? Here's the thing. I'm not even playing. I did buy 25. I did play it a lot. I really think that it should be a every 2 or 3 year update release, not every year. But, I was not planning on getting 26. But, I haven't seen any official statement. This is the first official, statement I've seen from EA that's gonna be new in the next game. But there are some rumors of some new things coming in the game, like coaches. We might actually have mascot mode now. Road to Glory might even be open world and include high school. Now, all of the new features I'm hearing, all the new rumors I'm hearing, might make me want to get the next season, this new one. But we'll just have to wait. We'll just have to wait and see. All right, and also another new NIL rule on the way. This is a proposal to make a new rules to allow direct payments to players from schools. Hold on, I didn't even finish. I think I got lazy or something, or it messed up finished. But NCAA proposed a new rule to allow direct payment to players from host school, which means that they don't have to go to like a agent or like a special thing where special company where the school pays that company and that company then pays the players. So this will allow the school to directly pay the players. And this, to me, I honestly think that maybe it will help NIL. Well, I don't know. We'll see. A lot of these new rules, I don't know if I have much opinion about it. I just want to wait and see how it happens. Also, here's my big one. All right? In an interview yesterday, Nico Harris did his postseason conference, basically overall job interview and whatever. Someone asked him, do you think you should be fired after the trade? Would you fire yourself? This is his answer. I didn't know that Luka was important to the fan base. I didn't quite know to what level. But I think I did a really good job here. He's fired. I'm sorry. I mean, yeah. Trading, I can make sense. Obviously you're blind. You didn't know how loyal the fan is to Luka and all that. Yeah, he deserves to be fired after that statement. Yeah, for saying that, yeah, he deserves to be fired. I see that whole interview, what he said, yeah, he deserves to be fired. But, pretty much his thought process, yeah. He made a mistake. He was going after, yeah, Luka's not the best defensive player. Anthony Davis is defense. He did say defense wins championships. He wanted to go farther than, he wanted to win a trophy instead of just losing in the finals, I guess. But, yeah. He needs to get fired. Man, I agree with Charles Barkley. That dude needs to stop talking. He needs to resign. Obviously, he's not gonna get fired. The owner loves him, apparently. He needs to resign, man. He did great things in, last year. But, oh boy. Getting Anthony Davis injury prone, he did say, oh, you can't take me on this, injury. You can't blame me for all the injury. We had barely had enough players to play games, earlier in the season. Yeah. Moving on. Yeah, we got some fan content. Oh yeah, this is gonna get good. Here we go. Alright, so, if, some college basketball talk. Yeah, I saw that. Whether this is my school a Blue Blood? So there's been a lot of questions if Michigan State a Blue Blood team. Well, do they have 3 national championships? No, you're not Blue Blood. If you have 3 national championships, well, moving on to yes. Yeah, alright, we'll see which teams. They have A+ Final Four, if your team doesn't, well, no. But if they have they've been to the Final Four 5 times and have at least 5 times and won it. If not, well, no. Sorry, Florida. You may have just gotten your 5th one, but, you haven't been there 8 times. So, yeah, Vanderbilt Villanova as well. But that includes Kentucky, North Carolina, UCLA, UConn, Duke, and Florida. But also, if you've had a 20-plus gap in the Final Four appearance, Indiana, yeah, you're not a Blue Blood. Nope, it goes back to those schools. So, yeah, those are your Blue Bloods right there. All right, and also, I saw that Denver, even though they are being very competitive in the playoffs against the Clippers, they fired their head coach and lost their first game as their interim head coach. Yeah, SGA has said, I have never gotten a coach fired. I had a statement on this. Oh, yeah. Here is the Lakers versus the Mavericks. Look at Dodge's stats. 45 points, 7 for 10. 7 for 10 for threes. 8 rebounds. Yeah, oh, he was mad. He was mad. Also, here's a play on thing on Nico go get the triple portal. I'm 11. That is now how I'm gonna pronounce his name. Now I'm 11. Yep, and also, Ohio State has revealed the ring for winning national championship. It is cool. They also included actual confetti that fell on the field. I mean, they probably had the collecting. I mean, they had the plainest of events. Oh yeah, let's collect it. All this, and let's see. Let's design. Let's use it for part of the ring. I'm sure they plan in advance. I'm sure Johnson planned in advance what they're gonna do for the ring for any team that was gonna be in the championship game. But and then probably finalize once they knew what it was. But wow, look at that. What a ring that is. What a cool ring. And there's a cross on it as well. Really cool. Also, for Easter. Oh yeah, never thought we'd be intrigued by Bill Buckingham. Bill Buckingham lobster shaped strawberry dessert. Yeah, but here we are. A straw lobster. I know it. I can't even see the full statement. I'm gonna put the rest of it up there. A straw lobster. Okay. Yeah, that is really cool. That actually looks like a lobster, and I am down for it. That is a cool dessert. That is a cool dessert. Also, happy Easter for Tulane. Yeah, they turned their wave into a bunny to open the way for Easter. That is very, very creative. All right. That is going to do it for this week's episode of Slater Podcast. I got to go have one last episode for this season. Season finale next week. Season finale of Slater Podcast will be next week. The season finale season report Tuesday at 6. What all am I going to be discussing? I'm not sure yet. Probably just breaking down more the first round of the NBA playoffs, but I just gotta do a brief recap of the season, pretty much. All right. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time. This is the Slater Report Podcast.